I did some things off stream. The dimensions that I had written down were wrong, and this bottom step was too tall. So I shrank it down. And in addition to that, one of the whole reasons why I wanted to use the SketchUp software was to get a cut list and be able to just go outside and you know, get on the saw and just cut everything to the length that it needs to be and feel confident about everything, is going to unfold and be in the right place. So I updated these. I did a little bit offline and realized that in order to get a cut list, I can't have things in as like groups. They have to be components. I believe it was components. Let me see. Edit component. Yes, they have to be component. So I went to all of them and I made them a component. I brought up this outliner, and as you can see, they're all components. If I hide this, whoops. If I hide this, I put all of the top step in one area. Same with the bottom step. So everything is organized this way. There was a few weird things. Oh yeah, well, even before that, I downloaded a plugin, and I think you download plugins. Where was it? I feel like it's called Plugin Workshop or something. Can't remember where it's at. There's 3D Workshop in here. Not that though. Oh, Extension Warehouse. So under Extensions, Extension Warehouse, I went in here, and there's a thing called OCL. No. Let's see, cut list. Yeah, this OCL. So I downloaded this. Now it is in this little corner here. And if we look at parts and we generate a part list, we get this thing. Oh, there's more than 11 parts here. It must do what we have highlighted, maybe. Let me try. Because 11. Okay, so now we're back on there. If I generate. Yeah, now we have more. Is this? I don't even know if this is all of them, though. Okay, top has a bunch of A's. It has 4 A's. Here has 4 A's. And then the bottom has what, like 2 F's? And there are 2 F's. Okay, so this looks like it's everything. So this will tell me the length. The 2x4 is being 3.5 inches. Oh no. 1.5. Yeah. 1.5 is the depth of a 2x4. And then here's all the lengths. So this is neat, but as you could see, I have this component 5, component 5. This was weird to me that these were split out into 2. It feels like these should just be one thing. So we could look into that. Maybe it's because they're on component 5, component 5. Whoa. Yeah, they're even on the same group. I want to know why these are considered different. Because the dimensions are the same. It's a mirror? Okay. The component definition is a mirror of the other one. And that's probably why it's a duplicate. So this is component 3, component 3. This one's a mirror. Component 4, this one's a mirror to this one probably. Okay, so I wonder if that's an option that could be remedied. The 2x4 is a 2x4 if it's cut to the same length. I don't really care that it's mirrored. Part sorting, dimensions, order, badge, general, detect mirror parts. If I say don't detect mirror parts, we're back down to a small number of items. I think we have something highlighted back here. We'll generate a new thing. Hey, there we go. No more mirror parts. This is exactly what I wanted. I think I'm literally gonna print this and just go buy a bunch of things. Actually, okay, so there's one thing. This doesn't tell me how much material to buy. This is great for cutting everything to the right length. But I wonder if it would also tell me how many 2x4s I would need. And actually, yeah, that would be really good. I wonder if this is ability. First off, I feel like I can print this. And then parts. Okay, the model does not use any defined material, solid wood or... Okay, so I mean, like, I wonder if this knew that it was wood. What benefits would we get? Would it know how many 8-footers we would need to buy at the hardware store? Oh, what are... We might be able to check into the forms. Hmm. I mean, really, I could calculate this out. It's just going to be more convenient if it's always done. Yeah, let's go to their forms. Oh, you can't even like search? Is there a tag that would be relevant? Maybe? Interval cost report. No. What about tutorials? Oh, look at this. This guy has like a piece of plywood and it actually showed him on the plywood where to make the cuts. This sounds definitely related to what we want, even though ours is 2x4s.
All right, welcome to part 2 of the video. So in part 1, if you haven't seen that, that's the part where we modeled this entire dresser from start to scratch, including all the drawers and all the cabinetry. So go ahead and take a look at that. This part will deal with adding materials and using the cut list extension in order to export this thing and generate your full entire cut lists. So we're going to go ahead and cover that in this video. So the first thing we need to do is download the extension that we're going to be using today. So you can just go ahead and open up your extension warehouse here. And there are several extensions that do cut lists. So if you just go ahead and do a search for cut list, this will pull this up. I'll show you the extension that I'm going to be using. It is the open source cut list. It's called Open Cut List right here. So you can just go ahead and select this extension and then go ahead and install the extension. And this will give you the cut list sheet that we'll be working with today. Okay, so once you have that installed inside of your software, let's go ahead and utilize it. So back here in the software, the basic idea is that we want to assign a material to each unique type of wood that we're going to be using, and then the program will automatically generate these. Now there's kind of 3 types of wood you can use. There is dimensional lumber, like 2x4s, 4x4s, 2x6s, things like that. There is solid wood, and then there is sheet lumber. So let's go ahead and open up our materials panel. So I'm just going to go up here to the window and down to materials. Now on a PC, this looks a little bit different. On the Macintosh, you have these colors that you can assign materials to. So on a Mac, they do have several categories built in here of different types of materials. So I'm just going to head down to the section here called wood, and I'll just use a few of these built-in material pictures when assigning these. So what we need to do is we need to assign each component a wood material. Now there's kind of 2 ways you can do this. You can just click on the component itself and assign it material, or you can actually come into a specific board and assign each face a material. And we don't want to do that. So we actually just want to make sure we're at the component level and then assign the component itself a material. So this little cross piece right here, there's several of these throughout this project. So I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to just assign this the wood cherry original material. Again, it really doesn't matter what, as long as you assign them all the same material. So you just simply click the material and then come out here with your paint bucket and just simply click on that, and you can see it assigns that to material.
It's dimensional lumber.
Now that I've done this cross piece here, we're actually going to be building out of the plywood. So I'm going to undo that, Command Z, and they do have a material in here that is plywood. I believe it's this one right here. So you can see this, it's called wood plywood. So let's go ahead and select that. And we'll add that cross piece right there is going to be plywood. We'll spin under, and this counterpart right there is going to be plywood. Let's get our select tool and move into this panel. And this middle piece right here is going to be plywood as well. So we'll make that middle piece plywood. Let's come out and spin around. We'll come over to this panel. We'll also make this piece plywood.
Thanks.
And lastly, I have hidden it.
I mean, is this just right color, or is this like...
It's kind of a little bit tricky, but this little piece right there is plywood. So we'll get our material right there and select that one. And then the part that's hidden here, I'm going to right there. Whoops, now we don't want to do this. We can't, it's actually not hurting anything here, but I like there's going to be this plywood as well. So that is all the pieces of our 3/4 inch plywood. All those little pieces right there. Okay, next let's go ahead and assign the cherry for all of these 1x2s. So I'm going to grab my cherry and that guy right there. Whoops, now we don't want to do this. We can't, it's actually not hurting anything here, but I like to work a little bit better if we come inside the group. So come inside of the group and then make each individual piece. That way you're sure to get the correct pieces. So I'm going to get my paint bucket and we'll just go one by one here. Oops, I need to come in one more level. There we go. So we can come into the component level and we'll make this guy. Oops, I have the wrong tool here selected. Let's grab our cherry, which was, I think, this one, and we'll color that one. Come back out, come into this component, paint this one, and you just kind of work in this fashion and paint each of those faces one by one.
Okay, where do we...
So I'm going to go ahead and select those and just remove those just to clean this up. These get added from the default mark. It's called the mark, the little character that appears when you create a new thickness. You can see if you're doing this.
Here we go.
This kind of depends on the BAM character that appears when you create a new SketchUp 3D. There are all these materials, so we're going to get through them just so we don't confuse ourselves. And we'll leave the default material and then our 4 different types of wood. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to our parts list and, well, actually the materials first. So let's go ahead and open up the bamboo. Now, if you remember, the bamboo material is the material we use for the 4 legs. So let's come into bamboo, and we're going to set this bamboo of type. You can see there's dimensional lumber, there is solid wood lumber, and there is sheet good lumber. So it kind of depends on what you want this to be. So this is a width and a thickness, you can see. If you're doing, this is the available cross sections. If you're doing dimensional lumber like 2x4s and things like that. Or you can come in here and do solid wood. I'm going to set this one up as a solid wood material here. So let's go ahead and add this solid wood. So I'm going to delete all the default thicknesses in here, as we're just going to have this. Now, depending on how you buy your lumber, it could come in 6-foot, 8-foot sections. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to set mine up, let's say, in 6-foot sections here. And then if you have any oversize or width oversize, thickness oversize, you can add those parameters as well. I'm going to assume mine is all 0, so I don't have any oversize there. And we can give this guy a name. So I'm just going to call this the 2x2, let's just call it the leg. Legs. Okay, you can go ahead and hit apply. Now let's come over here to our cherry. Now the cherry is all the 1x2s, so I'm going to set that up as solid wood as well. And again, I'll set these all to 0, and we're going to get rid of all these thicknesses. And we'll just go, let's say we have an 8-foot section here. These really don't matter because you're going to be chopping these all down to size anyway. So now we have our sheet goods over here. So the OSB wood, we're going to set that one up as a sheet good. And if you want oversize, you can go ahead and set that as well. Length oversize and width oversize. Feel free to add those. So the thicknesses here, I have.
Okay, hopefully we have enough here to actually do this. So the plywood, we want to be a dimensional. Yeah. And this is a 2x4 right here. So standard cross sections. I'm guessing if this is set with this material, it'll look at the part itself and determine whether it would be one of these. Otherwise, I don't know why we'd have multiple standard cross sections. Standard lengths. I don't want really long stuff. Like this. length oversize. Not sure what that means. Is there a hint? Oversize applied to the length to define the raw length. I don't know if that's any more clear. Let me try to wait. Okay, so oversize applied to the length. Okay. So this number we're applying to the length of the material, the length of the part itself. I'm not sure. Probably the part itself. Maybe this is like if your blade takes up some space as you do a cut, you want some like fudge room, and maybe that's like an inch, which is a lot. So oversize applied to the length to define the raw length. I'll just leave it at the default. I feel like I would normally want to, if it's the thing that I think it is, I think I'd rather have it like a ½ inch or something, but we'll just leave it at 1. Let's see. Let's apply that, and then what was the other texture we used? I think it was this wood plank here. And this one will be like a ½ inch. The sheet goods. And this will be a ½ inch, which is an option in here, so that's fine. And 96 by 48. I think that's the typical like 8 by 4 foot. We'll just leave that and apply it. Okay, so now what happens when we generate? Yo, this is amazing. Look at this. It tells us. It tells us. So this is a 2 by 4. It wants 23. Dude, that seems like a lot. Is this project really 23? Does it tell us if these are like 8-footers or whatnot? It just says, I don't know why it says plywood though. I mean, this is the dimension of a 2 by 4. Bit hard to read. Volume, area, length. I mean, like, are these 8-footers? I feel like they're probably 8-footers. And then what is this one? This one is a ½ inch and 1 foot. Oh, this is weird. Cross section undefined. Okay, that seems problematic because, like, we're talking about 4 pieces here. I'm sure with these smaller pieces here, we could be using multiple ones on a single sheet. Let's go back to this part. Let's get rid of this one. Can we force this as the standard panel size? And then really help it out and say, hey, you only have ½ inch choice. Only thickness. Oversized length. Let's just do like a ½ inch or something. Grain follows length. Let's not even consider grain. Apply. It's still mad though. It still doesn't understand the cross section. The cross section is not defined in a standard cross section of the material plywood. This is weird though, because this isn't even the material. Plywood is, I think, this color material. So I think these parts should be like 2x4 parts, I believe. No, because here we go. This is the step top. Step top should be, yeah, the step top is it is the plywood. Hmm. Can I add to this? Ooh, whoa, whoa, what did I do? A bunch of stuff disappeared. Okay, goat stanchion, bottom steps. Bottom step section. Oh, I don't want bottoms. The whole thing. Oh, there we go. Now it doesn't have errors. But still, what? 4? We gotta buy 4? What is the dimensions on this? Could we... Is that true? Do we literally need a full sheet for every single one of these? Okay. So 2'6", you're not gonna be able to fit 2 of those on a sheet. So that part's fair. Or 2 of them on like the short side or whatever. And there's only one. Yeah, we could fit a bunch of these. We could probably do all of these on one 8x4 foot plywood piece. Why doesn't it know this? Okay, wood planks 1K. Wood planks 1. Okay, so like if I went into, let's say this one. I think I screwed up. I think it didn't get the actual material. Okay, so that one theoretically would have the material, right? Generate. Oh, there it is. Wood plank. That one got the right one. Okay, so I think it's just a matter of adding this to all of them. You'd think since they're components, though, that it would just, like, you add it to one and it would, all of them would. Alright, that. Alright, there we go. You got it. But it still thinks you need 4 of them. This is crazy because they should all fit on one 4x8. Yeah, something's wrong here. Hmm. Hmm. Could it have been a different material? No, no, that's the one. Hmm. Well, I probably already have this on the farm and probably won't be buying it anyways, so I'll just ignore that one. And look at the 2x4s. So what is this? I don't believe this. I don't think it's 23. I don't think we need 23. That's crazy. There's no way there's that many. Okay, like, get a calculator up. Go back to this material thing. Right, and then... Oh no, I can't switch back and forth. Annoying. That really, yeah, that's really the case. Okay, so we can't use, that's fine. It's not a big deal. It's easy. All right, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So basically it's using one piece, one 8-footer for every single one of these, which is absolutely absurd. There's something I'm missing clearly. We could do better. What does the cut diagram look like? Oh, it wants 6-footers. What about 8-footers? Cut boards. Ooh, look at this one. See, this is cool. Oh, this is cool. So this is what I was looking for. Okay. Um I think this is exactly what I was looking for, but it doesn't look like there's that many, which makes me a little concerned. Maybe there is. Maybe there's enough. I guess we could just count them, huh? Okay, so this is a summary of all of them. So we only need 5 8-footers. That sounds reasonable. That's way better than 24. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That is not all the parts we need. So, what is going on here? Oh, I clicked here. Yeah, that should have it. Hmm. Funding of nesting. Important to use OpenCut can adopt a variety of user requirements. I might be down to contribute eventually. The first time I've ever used this thing. Whoa. So you just have to go to the website. Well, you can contribute just a little bit. Later. green-lighted, I'm not able to go forward. I have to be a sponsor, maybe? Oh, I see. I'm actually not hitting the cut dimensions. My bad. That was the wrong button. Blade thickness. Oh, this is cool. Display, short parts hidden. Part item. Number, full width display. Okay, so plywood, deep footers, perfect. Offcut boards. Edit material, no. Okay, so number of cuts is 23. That makes me feel hopeful because that should get us the number of items we need. And it claims there's 23 parts. That's great. Oh, I was counting these individually. They have a quantity here. So this is perfect. This is literally what I wanted. This is pretty cool software. It has taken a while to do this. I'm sure it would have been faster to do by hand. Maybe not this cutlass part, but like the whole planning of these. This took quite a while, but I think if I was used to the software, maybe this would be faster. I'll have to see, like some other projects. I will say the likelihood of mistakes is going to be greatly reduced because these have all been measured out already and proven that, I mean, they at least look like they go where they're supposed to go. As opposed to just writing it down on paper and not butting everything up against each other and like checking that everything checks out. So I am going to print this out. I'm going to get the wood. It's like might start raining again, so I'm not sure if I'm going today or not, but I'm going to use this cutlass and we'll see how it goes.